Hey, everybody. Let me take a sip. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. How are we feeling? Because all I have to say is, woo! Jesus. Jesus. I don't know how I want to start this live. Oh, I'm gagged. To say that I'm speechless, I'm gagged. I'm gagged. I do want to say this though, before we get into all the commentary, my thoughts, I know that some jokes will be cracked. My heart does go out to her children. This is a very sad situation. All of her kids are under the age of 11. And to deal with both parents being booked, a mess. So we're going to start off like this. I am going to read you the article. TMZ just updated what really happened. So I'm going to read y'all the article and then I'll give you guys my commentary. I have so much to say and you guys, we're going to be here for a minute. So get comfortable, grab a snack. I hope you have your beverage here. I hope you have some snacks ready because we're going to get into all the things. I have some more thoughts. I'm going to read you the TMZ article first. Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy Osefo and husband booked on fraud charges. Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie have been booked on criminal fraud charges, TMZ has learned. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the Real Housewives of Potomac star is facing 16 charges, including 7 felonies for allegedly making false, misleading info, fraud in excess of $300. She's also facing 1 misdemeanor count of making a false statement to an officer. Here's the deal. Police say the couple reported a burglary in April last year. The couple claimed they found their bedroom ransacked after returning from a trip to Jamaica. TMZ told you about that incident at the time. According to the prosecution's bail recommendation documents obtained by TMZ, the couple reportedly told police several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. But get this, Carroll County Sheriff's deputies allege that Wendy was later seen on a social media post wearing a diamond ring that she had reported stolen. Additionally, an investigation determined numerous items that the Osefos claimed were stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store, where a full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. The documents indicate the couple had claimed a $450,000 personal property loss to an insurance company. So this was insurance fraud. Wendy Osefo has been on the show since season 5. She's a college professor of education, teaching at Johns Hopkins University, and a contributor to The Hill and MSNBC. She has degrees from Temple University, Johns Hopkins, and a PhD in public affairs and community development from Rutgers. So this was insurance fraud. I remember last season, we had heard about the robbery that happened. I thought it was strange that Wendy did not discuss the robbery season 9. I thought that was weird. Now, y'all know that I skipped Wendy's scenes in this premiere episode because I was being petty, not because I was afraid of really offending her. I was doing that to be petty. I did think it was interesting, though, when I did watch this premiere episode, alarm bells kind of rang out to me when she kept saying how well they were doing financially with Eddie's Happy Eddie business. I said, that's kind of weird. Wendy's very educated. She should know how tacky and gauche that is. And when you have it like that, there's no need to say it because we all know it. The fact that she felt the need to keep saying it in a 4-minute scene that that they were doing so well, I thought that was really weird. Some red flags jumped out. Again, going back to last year's robbery, I did think it was strange that she did not talk any more about the robbery. We didn't hear anything about it. Andy did not bring it up at the reunion. I thought it was odd. Now, Eddie, I'm surprised that you being a lawyer, why would you think that this was a good idea? And also, Eddie, now you're facing being disbarred now. And I'm not going to hold you. Because I went so hard for Wendy in the past, I didn't say this to you guys, but when Ashley said, "What does Eddie do? Like, is he still a lawyer?" I did think it was weird that we never heard about him being a lawyer. It was all about Happy Eddie. So that let me know, like, very interesting. Like, he's just ditched being a lawyer for Happy Eddie now and being a TV personality. I thought that was very strange. This is a clear case that Wendy was trying to keep up with the Joneses. Y'all know me. I love designer. I love a good luxury item. I love it all, but I'm not consumed by it where I'm going to scam and do all this crazy stuff for it. The fact that you had bought all those items and then returned all those bags, shoes, and jewelry before this robbery even happened, that's crazy work. And then for you to post the items up on social media after you claim that it was stolen, what are we doing? For 4 degrees, that's not very bright behavior. That's actually very stupid. And Wendy, just so you know, it's so funny because I was curious to see what the vibe is going to be for BravoCon next month in Vegas. I can assure you now, Wendy will not be at BravoCon. Be very clear about that. We are a month out from BravoCon. She's not going to be there. She's not, because the embarrassment of all this, the embarrassment for you to do this. And I'm not trying to hold you, but this has me rethinking every single thing. I'm rethinking everything. And now it's just like, wow, like this is crazy work. And why would y'all do this with 3 young children? Your kids are not even teenagers. They need their parents. Y'all didn't think this through at all. For what? To have another Birkin? To say that you have some more like Cartier? I'm confused. You already had a nice wardrobe as your checks went up. Why would you succumb to this? It was that deep for you to pull a stunt like this? This made sense in your pea brain? This made sense in your pea brain? Hey, the life of Samad, thank you for the super chat. Jesus. One thing about God, listen. Let me just take a sip This is Pellegrino, by the way. Hey, Sheehan. Did I say your name right? I hope I did not butcher it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for the super chat. Justice for Miss Brooke Ashley. Thank you. Hey, DL. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Wavani Henry. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, when I say God don't play about you, he doesn't. I thought this was a joke. When I first saw this, I said, wait, I was tagged in this. Like, I had 90 tags in less than a minute. People were like, Brooke, what? I thought this was a joke. I was like, okay, this is an early April Fool's joke. Sure, this is not real. And then I saw it was TMZ posted it. Then the New York Post, page 6 posted. I said, wait, this is real? Hey, Jessica BW, thank you for the super chat. It's better to be mean than a fraud. Very disappointed in them. Listen, I'll take mean any day. And wait, I do want to clarify one thing. I saw some people saying in my comments that I was so hurt about being called mean. It's not that I was mad about being called mean. It was the fact that it was Wendy of all people saying that. That was my gripe. That was the whole thing about the person that I rode for said that to me. If Giselle or Ashley had said that to me, I would have understood that because I've been very hard on them. But it was the fact that she, of all people, said that. It wasn't the fact that she called me mean. I think that folks they didn't really get what I was saying. And then one more thing, because I had to clear this up. I got to clear this up. I saw a few people saying, this is what happens when you put a housewife on a pedestal. Let me be very clear. Never in my life have I ever put a housewife on a pedestal. Baby, have you seen my mother? The only woman that I've ever pedestalized is my mother, okay? Because she's that girl. And she can go to Neiman Marcus. She can go to Neiman Marcus, Saks, Bergdorf Goodman anytime she wants. Respectfully, I've never, like, it never gave that. I liked Wendy and all, but it never gave I was putting her on a pedestal ever. Not when I have my mother, and y'all have seen, my mother is what? Gorgeous. What? Don't let's I had to let him know, Greg. Let him know, Greg. I said, I just need to clear that up. We just need to clear that up. What? Mama is beautiful, Chanel down, Louis down. And Mom, I know you're in here watching. You'll probably be like, Brooke, why are you saying this? But Mom, stop. Because when the SLC housewives met my mom, they were like, girl, do you want to move to SLC and be on the show? So it never gave that I ever put any housewife, including Wendy, on a pedestal. I liked Wendy. I rode for her because I wanted to ride for the dark-skinned girl who is, who I felt was being treated unfairly on the show. So I just had to clarify that. I had to clarify that. Hey, Angelo Carter, thank you for the super chat. 16. Oh, come on, 16 carriages, 16 charges, frauding away. Oh, hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards. Thank you for the super chat. Give us the look, Brooke. Child. What? I had to give you a cute little sweater. Hey, James Foster III. Thank you for the super chat. Someone said RHOP stands for the Real Housewives of Prison. Oh, first Karen and now Wendy. A hot mess. Hey, Robert. Thank you for the super chat. Praying for the Osefos, but who's me now? Wendy's people, in my funky Dineva voice. Wendy's people, you in here? Oh, gosh. Hey, Justin Armstrong, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Brooke, I hope you're doing well. Potomac has a full cast of liars, fighting, cheating husbands, DUIs, sexual predators, first-class frauds, etc. This is very sad. Very sad. Hey, the life of Samad, thank you for the super chat. 5 degrees between the both of them, might I add. Oh, yeah, because Karen has 4 DUIs and now Wendy with this one. Hey, Kadaya 2 Torre, thank you for the super chat. I was sad when I heard what you went through with Wendy, but now I'm laughing. She really did you a favor. Brooke's been vindicated and sipping tea. Again, let me be real. This is a very sad situation. This is a very sad situation because they have 3 young children who might be dealing with their parents going to jail. So my heart goes out to their children. It really does. Hey, Queen K, thank you for the super chat. The P stands for prison. It's very telling how the 2 ladies who look down on everyone are facing going to prison. Wendy has become a huge disappointment. I'm in shock that Wendy thought that they would get away with this. And Eddie's a lawyer. I'm confused as to how they thought they could get away with this. It's me, MK. Thank you for the super chat. Wait, I just joined the live. What happened? I don't want to rewind. I'm watching live. Well, I just read off the charges regarding Wendy and Eddie. It looks like it's insurance fraud. Hey, Unique 2U05. Thank you for the super chat. As people become more greedy, they get more careless. Yeah, that's true. She wasn't thinking about this. They weren't thinking. Hey, Preedom, thank you for the super chat. Hey, No Name, thank you for the super chat. Eddie's family already against Wendy, and now imagine how they feel. A mess. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Raspy Gamer, thank you for the super chat. Wendy and Eddie are disgusting for endangering their children. There was no need for this. Wendy is fake and played us for seasons. You could not have told me that Dr. Wendy would be here with a mug shot with her husband for insurance fraud. I could have never guessed this. I could have never guessed this. Ever. I don't understand why you would do this. And I did think it was strange when we didn't hear anything about the burglary. The burglary happened and she never talked about it. Nobody on the cast brought it up last season. Andy did not bring it up last season at the reunion. I thought it was all very strange. And now to find out this, I just, and you have to know that The cops, the police are looking at the housewives. We've had Jen Shah. We've had Jen Shah with her lies. We've had Karen. We've had, let's think about everybody who's been to prison. Look at Teresa Giudice with their mortgage fraud. You have to know that they're looking at you when you were on these shows. Why would you put yourself in this position to do that? Why would you do this? It just doesn't make any sense. Keeping up appearances is not that serious. She should be ashamed of herself because of her babies. Exactly. And Wendy had nice stuff. Wendy, as her money increased, she had the Birkins, she had the Chanels, she had nice stuff. I don't know why she felt the need that she needed so much more that she would put her life on the line and do this. It's never that deep that you need to scam and fraud to get a designer piece. It's never that deep. It's ridiculous that she would do. I don't know why she thought she would get away with this. But like I told y'all, I thought something was strange when in this premiere episode, she kept saying, we're doing so well. We're doing so well. It just it was very strange to me. It was very strange. And it's so funny because I saw some people earlier on saying, oh, now you're just being mean. Knock it off. The same way everybody was cackling and making jokes and getting on Karen for what she did for 4 DUIs. Anybody can get it. Everybody roasted Jen Shah for what she did. Jen Shah defrauded the elderly. Teresa Giudice and her ex-husband, mortgage fraud. The same way people talked about them like a dog, nobody's exempt. If you scam and cheat and lie, you can get it too. Let's not sit up here and say, oh, Brooke, you're being mean. We're not going to do this today. She's a grown woman who knew better. You don't sit up here and you have 3 young children. And you're going to sit up there because you want a new Birkin. You want some more Van Cleef when you already have nice jewelry. You're going to do that? So we're not going to do this. We're not going to, don't start. I know some of y'all might be upset because I told my story, but oh well. Nobody's exempt from the truth being said. This was a stupid move. And her and Eddie know better. They are educated people. Eddie has his law degree. She has 4 degrees. This is unacceptable. And we'd be talking about anybody if they tried this. White, black, green, red, blue, purple. You don't do this, period. There is no excuse for this. There is no excuse for this. She is a beautiful family. I can always give the girls their 10s, despite how I feel about them. Wendy's kids, beautiful kids. They seem so sweet, so lovely. And now for her to put her children's future in jeopardy, because be clear, with the legal bills that for this case, she has to dig into their college funds, I'm guessing. This is a hot mess. And now she's ruined potential opportunities, partnerships, because Wendy was on the speaking engagement route. She was always speaking, always a keynote speaker. And now you can kiss that goodbye. She has messed up her money. She has messed up her money severely. She's messed up her reputation, her character. So, I don't want to hear about, oh, Brooke, you're being mean, you're going in. No, I'm not. And no, I'm not. I'm reporting on the story the same way I got on Karen's behind for 4 DUIs at 62 years old. We're not going to do this. She can kiss whatever teaching position she had at the university. Yes. Yes. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that she would do this. Hey, Amit Grewal, thank you for the super chat. KJP invited 2 women for a White House scene and both felons. A mess. Hey, Dom43, thank you for the super chat. Somebody said the reunion going to end up a parole hearing. Damn. And so I want to say this. This is my theory. I don't think Wendy is going to attend the reunion. I see her skipping the reunion. I know folks are saying that her storyline is guaranteed for next season, but I think that the embarrassment might outweigh her coming back. But then again, her only check, her only lifeline is going to be the Bravo check. So I don't know, I'm torn. Part of me feels like Wendy is not going to come back next season. And there's a part of me that feels like she might, because she needs that check. I don't know. It's a toss up, but I can tell you this. I don't think I'm going to see her at BravoCon this year. I see Wendy skipping BravoCon. I don't see her, because she's not going to want to sit on that Potomac panel and talk about this. This is going to be the main topic. And then on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions at the panels. She's not going to want the audience. And then listen, the questions that will be asked, she's not going to be there. That would be a cop-out. Wendy will not go on Watch What Happens Live or Union or BravoCon. Oh, she's not. She's not. She's going to pull a Karen and make a video statement. Oh, yeah, I feel like she'll be back because they need the money. Yep, she's not going to BravoCon or the reunion. I bet she cancels any Watch What Happens Live appearances. Yep. She'll need a crisis team if she can afford it. She really needs the Bravo money now. A mess. I can't see her doing it. These women already hate her, and now they have a legit reason to drag her. Next season would be World War III. She quit her professor job last season. I believe she quit before the fallout. She can't laugh her way out of this. She needs the money. She has 3 beautiful children to feed. Yeah, I just don't know. I think that Wendy is too proud to come back. She's not going to want to face this. I just don't know. And then on top of that, Karen's coming back next season for sure. We know that. We're no longer going to be talking about the DUIs. It's going to be this. And then you're going to have Ashley digging up in her business. And you know how Ashley is. Y'all, I really don't think that Wendy is going to come back. I don't. I just don't. There's something telling me that I don't think she wants to tell us what happened, why she did it. I just don't know. I really don't see her coming back. I doubt she'll come back. At least they have Happy Eddie money. Wendy always gave Keeping Up with the Joneses. Damn, we have 2,100 people in the chat. Woo! Welcome. Wendy, why on God's green earth would you think that this was a good idea? What were you and Eddie thinking? Why would you do this? I don't understand. And the same way I got on Karen about being arrogant, driving drunk and her 4th DUI, thinking that she would get off. This is hubris. This is arrogance for you to think that you could pull insurance fraud, talk about a burglary, and then claim that everything that was stolen. And then I just don't understand why you thought you would get away with this. This is pure arrogance. This is a lack of common sense. I don't understand it. And it also gives me that you were overspending and that you guys needed a cash grab quickly because the Bravo check was already done. It was already gone. That's what it gives me, that you are up there overspending. This is ridiculous. I'm really in shock. You could not have told me. Y'all could have knocked me over with a feather when I saw this news. I'm in pure shock, y'all. I am in pure shock. Yes, I think so too. I don't think that she's going to have Happy Eddie either. They won't have Happy Eddie money because Maryland will probably revoke their license. I don't think you can be a felon and be able to sell weed. Damn. I love my good designer pieces like everybody else, but it is never that deep where I'm going to pull a stunt. Like that is crazy work to me. That is crazy work. And Wendy, you are making good. You make good money on the show. This is your 6th season on the show. You've been here since season 5. Your 6th season as a housewife. I know your check was a good $650,000, $700,000, maybe $750,000. You're now considered a veteran. So you're telling me that you still had to fraud and scheme, making almost $750,000, and then all your appearances, your speaking engagements. I'm sure you're charging a cool $40,000 to speak at a conference or panel. So you're making money. And then with Happy Eddie, I'm sure you guys are seeing a nice, $1.5, $2 million a year. And you felt the need to do this. You have 3 children. You have a beautiful daughter who looks up to you. I don't know what was going on in your mind. Now we know why she doesn't live in Potomac. Damn. Oh my gosh. Brooke, the state barely gives resources now. That is so dumb to mess up being able to give anything in the future. Oh, none of the cast members live in Potomac. This is greed or boredom, no in between. It's damn. Mm, damn. Hey, Mel Penn, thank you for the super chat. I can hear it now. Hide your purse. Wendy's coming. Damn. Oof. I can see Ashley saying that. I can definitely see Ashley saying that. Hey, Justin Ward, thank you for the super chat. Hi, I'm a first time commenter, but a long time viewer. Thank you. I have to say, we may have been wrong about Wendy this whole time. Yeah, we might have been. We might have been. It's sad we always rooted for her. Oh, yeah, I'm rethinking everything. I'm rethinking everything. I'm rethinking every single thing now. And I'm really rethinking season 8 with the whole NECA stuff. Hey, James Potts III, thank you for the super chat. Those mugshots Wendy was giving sinister. Lace was finna levitate. Damn. Hey, Tanya B, thank you for the super chat. At least Karen didn't drag her husband into her mess. Damn. Hey, Corell, thank you for the super chat. What's wrong with these housewives? Seriously, they get Bravo famous, forget where they came from, then fly way too close to the sun. They definitely do. I don't know how on God's green earth Wendy thought that she would get away with this. Hey, Freedom, thank you for the super chat. The real courthouse wives, my. Hey, Justin Ward, thank you for the super chat. Love and Hip Hop Potomac. Hey, JRG, thank you for the super chat. I think Potomac is now the messiest franchise. Hey, Princess, thank you for the super chat. Big Brooke, the Brooke Ashley, God said don't play, baby. Thank you for the super chat. Nonsense behavior. They are both going to be disbarred. Damn. When, who do y'all think came up? Who do y'all think came up with this plan first? Like, was it a collective thing? Like, we need to get this money up. We should pull this stunt. I just have to know who came up with this stunt. And if it was Wendy who came up with this, Eddie didn't think, babe, this is not a good idea. Let's not do this. I'm just in shock right now. I am in shock. Wendy is educated. It doesn't get much more educated than that. Eddie's a lawyer. Why would they pull this kind of stunt? Somebody let me know. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. You said it was both. Child. Oh, this is terrible. This is I'm still in shock. I am still in shock. And I'm just really praying for her 3 children. I hope that her kids are okay. Wendy, you are about to be paying up the ass in legal fees. And you were talking about, your kids and last season about how you want them to get a master's and, you place an importance on their education. And then the sad part is this is coming out right before the show that you're on, the little spinoff show, The Housewives Wife Swap with you, Melissa Gorga, Emily, and what's the other one's name? I'm forgetting Angie K from SLC. So now we're going to have to look at you on that show like, wow, Wendy, this is a hot mess. What do you say to your kids about this? What do you tell your children? And then in this premiere episode, you did that whole thing asking your kids about what they want to do for a living. And Wendy, this is a sin and a shame that you would get caught up like this. This is a sin and a shame. You have squandered the opportunity. I don't understand why you couldn't be happy with what you had. I don't know why you needed to feel like you needed more. For what? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Mm. Hey, Pepper Ann, thank you for the super chat. Do you think the burglary was planned for a storyline? I don't know. I mean, we didn't hear about it. She didn't talk about the burglary. We never heard about it. It happened right before the season started, and we didn't hear a thing about it. Hey, Bio Miss Flores, thank you for the super chat. Now see what happens when you're mean. Karma comes for us all. Child. Hey, Miss J, thank you for the super chat. Wendy played herself. I always think nice gowns, but fake personality. Hey, Humbled by Life, thank you for the super chat. I believe it's insurance fraud. They recently said that their home was broken into. Yup. Wendy was throwing me off with quitting her jobs and her uppity attitude. Hey, Brianna, thank you for the super chat. That's the reason why they thought they could get away with it. Eddie is a lawyer and Wendy is a professor. They know the law. Hey, Princess versus Princess. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Brooke. They better call Anna Delvey's people to figure out how to beat this case. Hey, Self-Worth Cosmetics. Thank you for the super chat. Were they high when they came up with the plan? They had to have been, because I don't understand this. Hey, Queen K. Thank you for the super chat. Speaking of burglary, she went on a lot of trips before, during, and after the burglary. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Hey, JRG, thank you for the super chat. Their house renovations funded by dirty money. Damn. Hey, High Vibe, thank you for the super chat. You can't have a cannabis business with a felony. He will be disbarred. Who will hire a PhD with fraud felony charges? So much for Black excellence. My God, today. Hey, Kadaya2 Torre, thank you for the super chat. 7 felonies with minors. That's absolutely insane. Hey, Princess versus Princess, thank you for the super chat. And do you think Eddie's law office will fire him? Oh, absolutely. This might actually jeopardize his position as a lawyer. Oh, yeah. And maybe hers as a tenured professor. I'm praying for their children. I'm praying for them too. Hey, only one Adrian, thank you for the super chat. They filed a $450,000 claim. Do they really think the insurance company wouldn't dot all their I's and cross all their T's before they cut them a check? Then she wore the stolen items on social media. Adrian, when I tell you, I don't know what was going on in Wendy's head. What would possess her to be so dumb to do that? Remember how Toni Braxton, when she was engaged, when she lost the engagement ring that Birdman bought her, she said that she left it on a Delta flight, or it was stolen on a Delta flight. And baby, the way that insurance company, they were just like, oh no, ma'am, hold on. They don't play. When you file an insurance claim saying that your stuff got stolen, especially high ticket items like a ring, designer bags, designer goods, you better make sure that all of your stuff is correct, because you will be in jail. They don't play that. Wendy, this was extremely foolish. And for you to flaunt them on social media after claiming that they were stolen. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards, thank you for the super chat. What about that new upcoming wife swap? Exactly. And I hope Bravo doesn't cancel her or scrap out her scenes. Hey, Bio Mist Flores, thank you for the super chat. Oh, if you meant my super chat, I was talking about Wendy being me, not you. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Oh, no, I knew you were talking about Wendy. Yeah, no, don't apologize. I knew who you were talking about. Thank you for the clarification. No, but I knew you were talking about Wendy. Hey, Darielle Peak, thank you for the super chat. Touch not my anointed and do Brooke no harm. Wow. You know that scripture popped up in my head too. That in Psalms 91. Listen. Hey, Winter, thank you for the super chat. Wendy has fallen from grace. She is a fraudster. Fame has gotten to her head. The way she played in your face and your supporters were telling. Bye, Dr. Fraud. My goodness. Hey, Tashari L, thank you for the super chat. I don't know, that picture of them looks spiritually disturbing. Wow. Oh, you said it makes me think of the allegations. I hated it, but now I'm like, look, all I'm going to say is this is a very sad situation. They didn't think this through. They thought that they were smarter than the powers that be. Hey, D Rich 2279, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, but what had happened? So if you go on TMZ or Page 6, all the news articles, it's updated. Pretty much it's insurance fraud. Remember, I don't know if you remember, but Dr. Wendy had, the news had broke last year before season 9 started that their house had been robbed. Hey, Carol S, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Jordan, thank you for the super chat. She quit a good paying job as a professor for this. I know. Hey, Jenny 108, thank you for the super chat. TMZ updated the article. Eddie and Wendy were allegedly making claims of stolen items, but were wearing them out and making returns of these said items. Yes, I did read the updated article at the beginning of this live. Hey, Sasha P, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, I'm in shock. I'm also disgusted by how much so many folks are rooting for her as other castmates give her so much hell. Just embarrassing to see a Black woman and a Black man fumble so hard. This was so stupid. I agree. And what's sadder is the fact that Wendy and Eddie really, gave people hope. They showed that, they were giving Black excellence, the education, the degrees, the beautiful family. Because one thing about it, however I feel about Wendy, I can always give the girls their 10s. Dr. Wendy does have a beautiful family. I will stand 10 toes down in there all day, every day. I am disturbed that she would stoop to such lowbrow behavior, because theft is lowbrow. That is just such grimy, dirty behavior. This is horrible. And she was not thinking to do this to your kids. And think about this. One more thing about the kids. Knowing that it's the beginning of the school year, school has just started. Her kids are now going to have the longest school year ever, having to deal with their friends and their classmates now ridiculing them over what their parents have done. This is ridiculous. I'm confused on why they did this when Happy Eddie's doing well. It's all about greed. It becomes some people feel like it's never enough. I think that was the case. I think that it was never enough. And remember when Wendy and Eddie had first come onto the show, do you remember there was an article outing how their finances were in the gutter? They weren't in the best place. They had to get a second mortgage out on their home. I remember reading in one article. So I think that they were so excited to finally have money that the greed consumed them and they wanted more now. That's what I believe. That's just my theory. I don't claim that I know all the answers, but I do believe that Wendy became consumed with getting more. This is yet another family going down. Fame, fame, fame. This is embarrassing. It is. I think they spent more than they made. I do too. I think that if they were bringing in, let's just say they made 2 million. If they were bringing in 2 million from all their things, I think they were spending 4 million. And then I think that it became one of those things where they got scared about something being late, a check bouncing. They said, you know what, let's just pull this stunt real quick. This is terrible. Yes, honey, ego will destroy you. Keeping up with the Joneses. Yes, very much so. It's very embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. And I'm sure that American Express was at the hilt. And one thing about American Express, it's a charge card, not a credit card. So you have American Express, there's no limit on your Amex. So if I spend $20,000 in 1 month, I have to pay that $20,000 at the end of 45 days. There is no minimum payment. So if they were putting $200,000 on their Amex and then they don't have the money to pay Amex, Amex is not play. That is what you don't play with American Express. You can play with MasterCard or Visa or Discover, but you can't play with Amex. So I think that they were charging stuff up. And it just became really just crazy. That's what I believe if I had to guess. What happened to the candle line? Baby, I don't know what happened to the candle line. You're better off fighting a bear than fighting with Amex. Exactly. They released the detailed court docs. It's nasty. Oh, wow. Oh, they released them just now? Okay, let me get into all that. She vindicated all of her haters. A mess. They had a great family life. So stupid to throw it all away over greed and money. Wendy has damaged her reputation. Ain't no coming back from this. They needed to make up for Wendy's failed endeavors, child. It's very sad. Very sad. Do you think she'll skip the reunion? Yes, I know that Amex offers both a charge and a credit card. Yes, they have the ones where you can make a minimum payment. But if you have a green, gold, platinum, or black card, that is a charge card. And you will be paying the full amount. And I know all about that. I need Andy and a camera. I think Wendy talked Eddie into it. Scamming is never the way. I hope they stay together like the Chrisleys. She'll be in jail for the reunion. I forgot about the candles. Now, may I also say this? I always did think that, and I said this before, even I said this before, I did feel like every season we were getting a business endeavor storyline. I felt like it was always something new. It was the candles, then it was a book, then she came out with a book about her life. Remember that she came out with a memoir that I don't know if anybody bought, or I don't know if anybody read her book. Let me know if you did buy it. We never heard about those. Then that season when she got assaulted by Mia, she was talking about that alleged restaurant with Peter Thomas. It's always something. And I always thought that was a bit of a red flag, but I didn't want to say it because I supported her. But yeah, I just always thought that it was something. I'm just so disappointed. Yep, they were both booked. This was her idea. Mm, a new Biz and a new Wendy every year. Stacey is happy as hell. She's about to become the #1 CBD seller in the DMV. Damn. At this point, Bravo needs to do their own version of Life After Lockup for all these housewives and their husbands. You said you bought it as a shelf filler? Damn. Yeah, she has a book. She came out with a book the same time as her candle. Don't forget her YouTube channel. Yeah, her YouTube channel that she left that for dead. And I got on her about that. I said, Wendy, we all want to see your YouTube thrive. These women think that YouTube is easy, and it's not. You're the director, you're the producer, you're the editor, you're the makeup artist, you're everything. YouTube is no joke. It's easier to be on a TV show than it is to do YouTube. If I'm being very honest, you have to be consistent with YouTube, and it's all on you. And these women aren't used to that coming from a show with production and editors and an ensemble cast. They think it's going to be easy. They think that you're going to get that Google check easily. And no, you're going to have to really work hard to get your money. Wendy said multiple times she would go over her budget. If Teresa, Erica, Dorit, Karen, and Jen still have a job, then Wendy is safe, or Bravo might have a lawsuit on their hands. No, Jen is not coming back. They asked somebody on a few weeks ago, asked Andy about Jen Shah because she gets out next year in 2026. And Andy said, he went on record to say that no, Jen Shah will not be back on SLC. So she doesn't have a job. So you don't think it was Wendy's idea? You think Eddie talked her into this. Damn. Hey, y'all. Hey. We AKAs don't condone this mess. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I keep forgetting that she's an AKA. Oh, my goodness. They're spending more money than bringing in. Hey, front of the line, thank you for the super chat. Wendy needed an influx of capital to pay for the clothes, jewels, and BBL. They got in over their heads and came up with this scheme, allegedly. This is sad. They make great money being on the show with Happy Eddie, with her speaking engagements. There was no need for this. Hey, Angel Plushie, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Lucky Charms, thank you for the super chat. Not to mention she did it in Carroll County, Maryland. Hey, Angel Plushie, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bria Ellis, thank you for the super chat. Real Convicts of Potomac. Hey, Godiah to Torre, thank you for the super chat. I'm Ghanaian, and honestly, that Wendy and Eddie insurance fraud case isn't surprising. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to make a statement like that ever. Guys, let's keep it respectful talking about this. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to I'm not going to stereotype, because people of all races, people of all ethnicities pull stunts like this. Jen Shah did this. Jen Shah is, Jen Shah, what's Jen? I don't know. I forgot Jen Shah's ethnicity. But yeah, no, we cannot. I'm not going to say that whatsoever. Again, let's keep it respectful in the chat. Let's not get, let's not get xenophobic or anything. Let's just keep it to what it is. I will never say that, because we have people of all races. People of all races can be greedy, scam, lie. So I'm not going to ever say that. Hey, Athenia Anderson, thank you for the super chat. The court documents are out, tagged you on X. Apparently, the Osefos are in substantial debt. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Let me see if I can look up the court documents now. Damn. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. They are insignificant. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Hey, Daryell Peak, thank you for the super chat. Todd set them bougie ninjas up with the foolishness. And my Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you. What a disgrace. Hey, Sassy Experience, thank you for the super chat. So maybe Robin was right when she said Wendy was faking her money. I mean, boring doesn't mean wrong. Damn. Hey, Tamara James, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Republic of Story, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Angel Plushie, thank you for the super chat. Could they be deported? No, I don't think so. I don't. You're asking the wrong person. If any lawyers in the chat, I'm not even gonna put that out there. I don't know anything about that. Let's stick to the facts at hand. Hey, Jalen Malone, thank you for the super chat. A lot of disingenuous women on RHOP except Candace. Hey, J Tony 8, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, protect yourself at allegedly/allegedly. Okay, yes, you're right. Thank you. Hey, Cheyenne, thank you for the super chat. She's on Bravo Wife Swap this weekend. Hey, Kayla L, thank you for the super chat. I just know her mother is splitting mad. The family dishonor. Oh. Hey, The Life of Samad, thank you for the super chat. Y'all with the innocent until proven guilty. Bye, please. Hey, Dion, thank you for the super chat. Not them getting high on their own supply. Hey, Ellie, thank you for the super chat. TMZ confirmed it's insurance fraud. They returned the things they claimed were stolen. Oh, Wendy. Yes, I read that. I read the entire article. Very sad. In other legal news, your girl just passed the bar exam. Here, if you want a new prosecutor perspective as the story plays out. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Allie A. Congrats. That is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is amazing. That is phenomenal. That is, wait, let me put you back up on here. No, let me just, cheers to you. That's amazing. God bless you. Very exciting. Hey, High Vibe. Thank you for the super chat. Why not file for bankruptcy? I think it's a pride issue. I think that she would feel embarrassed. Think about that. To file bankruptcy on Housewives is embarrassing. And you're known for lavish living, and to be rich. I think that she was embarrassed. She had too much pride. And, on top of that, Wendy and Eddie came on the show. They weren't doing so hot financially. And I think that, like most housewives who join these shows and they're not doing that well and they get rich because they're on the show now for a few seasons, I think that Wendy wants people to forget that they came on the show not doing so well financially. So I feel like she probably, in my opinion, she probably felt like this was a step backwards if they had to file for bankruptcy. And she probably wasn't trying to hear people say, oh, look at you living beyond your means, in my opinion. People have too much pride. There's too much ego involved, Can we mention other creators on here? Yeah, as long as it's positive, though. As long as it's positive. Like I am friends and I love all my fellow Black YouTubers here. So as long as it's positive, that's fine. They try to overcompensate. Yes, they do. Pride goes before the fall. It's true. Wendy's keeping up appearances and she's scared to embarrass her mom. I read the details. Not only had they returned some items when they searched their house, they found at least 15 of the items that they claimed were on the list. Damn, they said they're in substantial debt. Because I remember when the story first broke about them being robbed, the report said that several of her Birkins and several of her Chanels and her jewelry had been stolen. So the fact that, and that's a good 200 grand right there. So the fact that she not only reported 3 Birkins, several Chanel stolen, then all of a sudden you pop up with them. This is wild. Mm, this is terrible. This is just, I just don't understand why she would do this. Hey, Mrs. T, thank you for the super chat. Wendy needs to slither away, like Karen said. Hey, Mrs. Dr. Murder, thank you for the super chat. Wendy has long positioned herself as a high accomplished academic social commentator mom. The gap between the image and the pressure to maintain is real. I understand. There should never be pressure when you are living in your truth. There should never be pressure when you are living in your truth. When you have the money that you claim to have, there should be no pressure to keep up an image because you have it like that. This was somebody who wanted to be viewed as, and let's talk about something else that I think we're also forgetting. When Wendy came on the show, she had a really rough go. We can all agree. Wendy's first season on season 5, it was rough for her. I'll be the first one to admit I wasn't the biggest Wendy fan when she came on. Wendy won me over in season 6 when I thought they were coming against her about her and Eddie's marriage. But I digress. Wendy really took to heart what the viewer said about her. She also took to heart what her castmates thought about her, and I feel like that really lingered so hard in her psyche that she came back with the BBL. Nothing wrong with that. I'm all for nip and tuck. If you want to do whatever makes you happy, I'm all for plastic surgery, right? I think that it was a culmination of wanting to impress the fans, her castmates. That's what got her into this boat. But I feel like when you are yourself, there's never an image to maintain because that's who you're really, that girl. I think that Wendy did this to herself due to there's still some insecurity there. There's, in my opinion, I still feel there's insecurity to be considered cool. That's what I really think has brought her into all of this. Hey, John Quarry, thank you for the super chat. All I can hear now is look at the CEO. Embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I forgot Mia said that. Hey, Ali, thank you for the super chat. I worked insurance defense and we would depose people for items worth $500. Wow. Did she think they wouldn't investigate her for a $450,000 claim? She was not thinking at all. She was not thinking at all. That's the Ali. She was not thinking at all. Because you're right. They do put you, if you claim you lost a necklace, a ring, a purse, they're going to put you through the ringer to make sure that you are not lying. Hey, Florence, what do you, thank you for the super chat. What do you think of this compared to Dorit? I don't really have any thought. I'm not thinking about Dorit right now. I think that, I just think that my focus is on Wendy. I think that Dr. Wendy and Eddie effed up. You know, the jury's still out on Dorit and PK, but it's evident that Wendy and Eddie did this. This is a hot mess. Hey, Republic of Story, thank you for the super chat. Giselle and Robin did flag the shift once fame kicked in. Her in-laws are about to have a field day. NECA, she preached too much to do this. Hey, front of the line, thank you for the super chat. I just read the court documents are out. They are in deep debt. Oof. Hey, Shasha, thank you for the super chat. I think they have to get rid of Happy Eddie. I believe you can't own a cannabis business with felony charges. Deanna, hey, Deanna Fortson, thank you for the super chat. They released the detailed court docs. It's nasty. Thank you for the super chat, Rich the Fish. Brooke, I'm 100% sure it was mortgage fraud. They lied to get a lower mortgage rate. Don't play in Phaedra's field if you're not a bona fide fraud like Faye. Damn. Hey, Miko Spice, thank you for the super chat. The argument with Mia about money feels different now. Yeah, it does. Hey, Shasha, thank you for the super chat. Eddie can get his license suspended or taken away. I know. This is such an embarrassment. Hey, Sasha P, thank you for the super chat. And none of these designers care because they got their money. Thieving for labels ain't a flex. It's not a flex. Hey, Isma, thank you for the super chat. Thirsty to see Kamala like the feds wasn't there. Hey, Truth is Trouble. Thank you for the super chat. Point of correction is not and never has been a tenured professor. Key word here is tenor. Yeah. Why would she do this? Can somebody tell me why she would do this? Why would Wendy do this? Hey, Donovan, thank you for the super chat. How is Wendy going to call anyone else mean when she is scamming like this? Girl. Ciao. Hey, C Diggy One. Hey, y'all. Y'all, we have an icon in the chat. Chris, when I tell you I cannot wait for us to collab, I cannot wait for us to collab. I saw your live earlier today, which was amazing. Thank you so much, C Diggy. Thank you, Chris. Loving the live, much support. Y'all, go check out my friend Chris. His channel is amazing. We are collabing later on this month. Yeah. Chris, this is a hot mess. Hey, SSSS, thank you for the super chat. Remember, they were in debt due to millions owed in student loans. Yes, they financed the mother's lifestyle and selective surgeries. Yeah, that the article came out about them being in debt and owing millions when they got on the show in season 5. I remember that article. Hey, Florida Rain 6, thank you for the super chat. No, watch them bring in Juan's roommate next season. I just know her and Giselle are somewhere having a good old time. Oh, you know it. Hey, JK, thank you for the super chat. I will always question anyone who weaponizes their success to make others feel small. You can have every degree, great career, and lots of stuff, but if you make that your personality, it screams insecurity. Yes. Hey, Dimples on Demand, thank you for the super chat. Oh, was the vacation plan for the home invasion? Wow. I didn't even think of that. Hey, CB3, thank you for the super chat. Allegedly, I think Wendy set Eddie up. Remember, she said she does not handle any of the bills. She claimed Eddie handles everything, sips mimosa. I remember that comment she made last season. Now, I'm sorry. I don't believe that. Wendy is someone with 4 degrees. Wendy's not well, in this case, Wendy was dumb. But in other cases, I don't think that Wendy was sitting up there letting Eddie just handle all the bills. I didn't believe that. When Wendy said that in that one episode last year, I said, I don't believe that Wendy doesn't know how to pay the mortgage or the light bill. I thought she was putting on for the cameras to give this illusion of, she's a kept woman. Her and Eddie were out here trying to make it before they came on this show. So I know that she was putting money on the bills too. Hey, Peach Spirit, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, she knew this was coming and was trying to silence you before the criticism. That's why she called you mean. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I don't know. I don't know if she knew this was coming, because if she knew this was coming, she wouldn't have said what she said. You know what I'm saying? I think that Wendy thought she was going to get away with this. Hey, Isma, thank you for the super chat. Cameron's jail wife will catch Wendy in the yard. Damn. Hey, Princess Jake, thank you for the super chat. Erica Jane, the only housewife to fight the law and win. Hey, Kadaya too, Torre. Thank you for the super chat. I'm really sorry if that came off wrong. I'm West African myself. It was based on my own experiences growing up, not to stereotype all races have that. Okay, yeah. Listen, I said, honey, listen. Like, child, you know what I'm saying? Please, let's keep it cool over here. Because I don't want anybody saying, well, Brooke said, and you know what I'm saying? So I said, y'all, please. But thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that. Hey, so Steph, thank you for the super chat. Came straight to YouTube to see what you had to say. I know that's right, because I was going to say something. Hey, Tammy A, thank you for the super chat. I imagine the feds were watching her socials and rubbing their feet together. A hot mess. Diva down. Oh, the feds were eating popcorn, watching her post all the things that she claimed were stolen. Hey, Quasim. Hey, Quasim Arshad. Please let me know if I butchered your name. I really hope I didn't. Girl, the way Wendy was talking about buying ceiling high marble for her fireplace in the first episode, a mess. Baby, it's not going to be any marble buying. It's not going to be any new chandeliers. It's going to be, let's pay this money for these lawyers to get out of jail. You can 86 those. Renovations. Hey, front of the line, Brooke, can you read the court docs? I just want to get the super chats. We have 108 super chats. I don't want anybody being upset that I missed a super chat. So just give me a minute. Thank you for the super chat. Brooklyn Rose, karma is real. Your encounter in today's developments is nothing but God. Child, listen. No, make no mistake about it, honey. I believe in God, honey. I believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So no, you were correct. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Was funny that you put in the universe, whatever I believe in, but no, honey, I believe in Jesus Christ. That's who I believe in, honey, the Most High. Hey, Princess Jake, thank you for the super chat. Giselle going to be practicing dark magic in that teardown of hers, because how the F she the cleanest in Potomac. Listen, y'all. Oh, Baby, this is a hot mess. Oh my gosh. So I think I read all the super chats. I got everybody. Mm, let me see. I'm trying to get the court documents now. Give me a minute. Everybody give me a minute. Oh, wow. Somebody pulled up an old tweet of Wendy's. Damn, 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 damn. Oh my gosh. Mm, give me a minute. Oh my gosh. Sometimes, you know how you feel like when you need something, you need to look something up. Now you can't find it. Any other time, you know, everything is quick. And now because I'm on live with y'all, now it's taking forever and a day to get these court documents. It's like you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Okay, let me. Child, this is crazy. Let me get the court documents. Goodness. Bear with me. Hey, y'all, this is live. You're catching me live, honey. We are live at 5. Which outlet released the court documents? Because now I can't find, it's just showing me the articles. I'm not finding the court documents. If somebody could be a dear and just let me know where you're finding the legal documents for the child, I texted it to you. Oh, Chris, you are such a doll. I just love you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Chris. Chris, you are the best. When I tell you I love you, Dan. Okay, so I'm reading the court documents now. On Thursday, October 9th, 2025, the defendant was indicted by the grand jury for Carroll County on 7 counts of insurance fraud, 8 counts of conspiracy insurance fraud, and 1 count of a false statement to a police officer. An arrest warrant was issued and the bail was set at $50,000. The allegations in this case are that on April 7th of 2024, Carroll County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to Wendy and Eddie in Finksburg in Carroll County, Maryland, for a call of reported burglary. A deputy was met by the homeowners, Edward and Wendy Osefo, who reported to him that they had left to go on a trip to Jamaica on April 2nd of 2024. When they returned on April 7th at approximately 10 p.m., they found their bedroom and both closets to be ransacked and several designer handbags and jewelry had been stolen. The state's evidence would show the purported point of entry into the home to be the owner's bathroom window on the 2nd floor. The window looks onto a small roof that was about 9 feet above the deck. There were no ladders, and the deck furniture was undisturbed, and no indication of anybody had been on the deck. The Osefos stated they did not touch anything prior to police arrival. There was a screen with damage laying on the floor, and the window was not locked. To go in or out of that window, one has to step on the toilet. The toilet lid was down and had no debris on it. When Sheriff's Office personnel stepped under the roof and back into the home, they tracked roof grit back inside. The Osefos had an ADT system and a Ring camera. The Osefos activated the ADT alarm system upon leaving for vacation. During the time they were away, there was no motion detected inside the residence. There was activity such as packing deliveries on the Ring camera that was monitored remotely by the Osefos. Investigation determined that on April 8th of 2024, the Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for the burglary and theft, Travelers Insurance, Jewelers Mutual Insurance, and the Home Site Insurance Company for the alleged losses suffered while they were away. Edward Osefo gave recorded statements to 2 of the insurance companies regarding a list of stolen items be provided. He was asked whether any of the items on the list had been returned, which he denied. He was asked if he had other insurance, but failed to disclose to Home Site and Jewelers that he was also making a claim with Travelers Insurance. For homicide, both Edward and Wendy Osefo signed a sworn statement of loss, which was notarized. The total amount of loss claimed on the sworn statement of loss was $2,500 for the building and $450,000 estimated for contents, personal property. He included an inventory of reported stolen items, along with receipts for the purchase of most of the items on the inventory. The claim was denied due to failure to disclose a policy with Travelers Insurance. In the original claim submitted on April 8th of 2024 to Travelers, Edward confirmed that he and his wife were wearing the anniversary bands when the loss occurred. However, Edward called Travelers Insurance on April 10th of 2024 and said he needed to update their claim, stating that his wife's gold diamond anniversary band was missing. The same day, Travelers Insurance settled the claim for $25,380, which included the replacement price of the band, which was $4,500. After the initial reported claim on April 11th of 2024, both Wendy and Edward signed and submitted letters to Jewelers Mutual Insurance claiming the burglary occurred and items reported stolen. At the request of Jewelers Mutual Insurance, the Osefos provided an initial list of 57 stolen items. Included on the list was Wendy's gold diamond anniversary band that was reported in the Travelers Insurance claim. On April 22nd of 2024, Edward was interviewed during a recorded call and did not make any mention of the jewelry claim or the payout with Travelers. Deputies were suspicious of the circumstances of the burglary and records from stores where some of the items were purchased, along with social media and email accounts. Investigation determined that numerous items that the Osefos claimed were stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store where a full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. These items were valued in excess of $20,000. For example, there was a Dior shirt that was listed as stolen, valued at $1,450, but the shirt was returned on January 14th of 2023. Wendy, you put in a claim for a Dior shirt that you had returned last year. Wendy, y'all ought to feel ashamed of yourself. Girl, let's also get into the fact that these housewives are sitting up here buying stuff and returning them. Not me, girl. You're going to see me with my stuff. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to these court documents and then we'll really talk. There was also a Gucci leather wallet that was purchased in 2018 and returned 2 weeks later for a return of $948.70. Wendy, you sat up there and claimed a wallet from 7 years ago, from 2018. You already got the refund for that Gucci wallet in 2018. Why are you putting this in the insurance claim for 2024? Girl. Additionally, while reviewing the social media Instagram account for Wendy Osefo, deputies observed photos of Wendy prior to the burglary wearing a diamond anniversary band on her left finger. The ring was reported stolen in the burglary. Then after the reported burglary on April 27th of 2024, Wendy Osefo is seen wearing the same ring on her left finger. Wendy, you are a true fool. And that is not me saying that out of malice. That's not me saying that to be petty. That's not on some get back. This is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. The ring features multiple rows of diamonds and has a V shape on the side that separates where the rows of diamonds begin. That ring had been photographed prior to the burglary for an appraisal and matches the photo of the ring on April 27th of 2024. Deputies obtained email records for the Osefos. On April 12th of 2024, Edward emailed the list of reportedly stolen items to Wendy. The email asked if there were additional high-value items we can add to this inventory listing, i.e. Chanel shoes, etc. I'm trying to get the total. Do you know what he said? He said in this email, I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000, which is our policy maximum. Eddie, Osefo, for you to put that in writing. At the time of their arrest, a search and seizure warrant was executed for the Osefos' home, and deputies found at least 15 items that appear to be the same ones claimed stolen during the alleged burglary. Investigation revealed that the Osefos are burdened by substantial debt. The way I want to throw my phone across this room right now. Edward and Wendy conspired to make fraudulent statements and provided misleading information in support of making the 3 insurance claims for financial gain. And those are the court documents. Baby, stick a fork in them. They are both done. Eddie, the fact that they have your email with you emailing your wife like a fool, let's add some more on so that we can get the policy maximum. Are you a fool? Your debt must be so bad. Your debt must be in the millions the way you're acting right now. This is true desperation. Y'all must be in that house starving. This is the fact that y'all put a returned Gucci wallet from 2018 in that insurance claim is beyond me. And the fact that you guys made 3 separate claims, this is crazy work. Wendy, if I were you, I would just quit the show and move. I don't know. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. And I was already side-eyeing in this premiere episode when you kept talking about how well you were doing. I said, generally speaking, when you have it like that, there's no need to say it because people can already see it. The fact that you kept saying, we're doing so well, we're doing so well, we're doing so well. I said, are you really? And I've always had the feeling that you were overspending anyway, but I didn't say anything. But now it is clear. These court documents said that you guys are drowning in debt, in substantial debt. Yeah, you won't be at BravoCon next month. So I don't even need to worry about bumping into you. Well, I was gonna be worried about it because I was still gonna, but yeah, I know for sure you will not be at BravoCon. You won't be at BravoCon. I know you won't. This is embarrassing. What are you teaching your children? You're teaching your kids that luxury is that important, that you steal and you scam and you lie and you pull stunts like this. This is completely embarrassing. Baby. This is crazy. You don't go from massive student loan debts from first season to Birkin bags the next season. The writing was on the wall. Living above their means, keep appearances. They're going to jail. Baby, Wendy, girl, you are done. Chris, C Diggy One, y'all, please check Chris out. Chris, you are a godsend. Thank you for sending me the link of the court documents. Y'all, I am floored right now. I don't want to get off this live. This might be an all-day live. I might order some lunch, eat. We might be talking about this all day. Like, I have plans to go out tonight. Now I'm just like, you know what? Like, I was excited to talk about Miami. I thought I was gagged with Miami. This has snatched my edges all the way out. You're telling me that you were putting an item from 2018 on, like, girl, you thought you would get away with this? You thought you were going to get away with this? And Eddie, that's how I know that your law career was on shaky ground for you, because the fact that you were putting all your time into Happy Eddie, we never heard about you winning a case. I say, yeah, this is interesting to me, because you should also have that law money coming in too, not just Happy Eddie. This is crazy work. Yeah, she will skip the reunion. Oh, she's going to skip I don't see her. Baby, this is so shameful. I don't see this is so embarrassing that Wendy and them were trying to defraud. They hit up 3 different insurance agencies to get that money. Eddie is caught in court documents. Eddie is caught in emailing his wife. What else can you put in the claim so that we can get the max out of our policy? This is wild. This is wild. This is wild. Baby, my mouth is, I'm gagged right now. I am gagging. Mm, mm. Listen, you know how this country feels about people trying to do wire fraud. When it comes to money, insurance fraud, mortgage fraud, we know that our country will throw the book at you. And the fact that they're Black and try to do this, Wendy and Eddie, I'm scared for y'all. Like this goes past like this. I am nervous for y'all. The fact that you would do this to your children, and the fact that you're going to have to probably pull them out of private school now because of all this nonsense. For you to do, like, this is insanity. You thought you would get away with this? First of all, sitting up there buying stuff and returning it anyway, girl, what? I always tell you, if you happen to work at a Neiman's, a Saks, you love to see me coming. I don't return anything. All my stuff is in my closet. A lot of these housewives are on on stunts and shows. A lot of them put red tape, or they put tape on their bottom of their shoes so that way they don't scuff them up and take them back. Not me, girl. A lot of these housewives are fraudulent. This is crazy work. You were sitting up there returning stuff anyway. Now you want to put that on the insurance claim? And the arrogance of you to file a claim knowing that you had already returned the stuff and gotten the money from the returns. Baby. This is sad. This is very sad. This is very sad, honey. Baby, this is just... Now, one of them 4 degrees are for common sense. I'm telling you, this is the worst we've seen someone from Bravo getting caught up in years. I don't think, my jaw is on the floor. The fact that Eddie wasn't even smart enough to not put that in writing. This is in the court documents. He told his wife, hey, you want to add some more stuff so that way we can get the max? I'm trying to max out our policy. This is wild. All commentary aside, everything aside, my heart goes out to her children. Her children don't deserve this. She has a beautiful family. I will stand, no matter how I feel about Wendy, she has a beautiful family, and her kids are not even teenagers. The fact that they could easily be in jail for a couple of years and her babies are young. This is very, very, very heartbreaking. This is a gut punch to her children. This is so shameful on so many levels. And Wendy, I hate to say it, but you allowed the fame to get to your head the same way that Karen was feeling herself. You allowed this fame to go to your head and become arrogant, that you thought you would get away with a stunt like this. You should know that when you file an insurance claim, they have people in the bushes making sure that you're telling the truth. The fact that you would even sit there and say that there was a robbery and you have security cameras, nobody broke into the house, there's no debris, no forced entry. You honestly thought that that was going to slide? And now it makes sense why you did not talk about the robbery last season, because you knew that they were investigating you guys. And you knew that had you said anything, they probably would have arrested you guys earlier than they did now. This is crazy work. Let me tell you something right now. This is why I always preach, stop being desperate. Stop being desperate for things. This is what desperation gets you. You want things so bad that you stoop to this level. It should never be that serious. Things are just things. At the end of the day, we're not taking any of this with us. We're not taking any of these things with us. On your deathbed, you're not going to be crying out for Van Cleef and Arpels. You're not going to be calling out for Hermes. I know I'm not. I enjoy things. I like nice things. I like luxury, but it's never that deep. It's never that deep. Wendy, this consumed you. This consumed you. It shows me how you couldn't wait to get something, because for you to pull a stunt like this, you let the things have you instead of you having the things. This is wild that you and Eddie thought that you would get away with this. Making up a fake burglary for a whole scheme and a scam. And you weren't even smart enough to hire somebody to just try to like bust through the window. They said there was no forced entry whatsoever, no debris, but somehow you got robbed. Okay, sure, Jan. Child, Wendy, this is a true testament to a desperate spirit. This is a desperate spirit. This is the mark of a woman who still didn't feel that good about herself. Because if you feel good about yourself, you would never stoop this low. I feel like stealing is one of the most lowbrow, grimiest things you could ever do. And I'm not God. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. But girl, this is humiliating for you and your family. That you fell so in love with having things that you are putting your life on the line, your freedom on the line. Now your kids might have to be raised by relatives because you two might be in jail. This is crazy. This is truly crazy. Skip the reunion, she'll be in jail. No, I mean, I don't know. I know that the reunion will probably come out in February, March. So we're going to see what happens. But I think that either way, whether she's in jail or not, she will not be at that reunion because this requires humility. This requires you being honest and open and telling us the truth. That you were that insecure that you had to stoop to this level to have some designer things that you pulled a stunt like this. I don't know if Wendy is the type to show us that vulnerability and tell us. I don't know. I think that Wendy might still be too proud to tell the truth. This is insanity. She can't until she's sentenced. No, she isn't going to jail. She's going to prison. I'm pretty sure her lawyers have canceled all of her upcoming TV appearances. Damn. Wait, I want to read some of your super chats, y'all. Hey, Sassy Experience. Thank you for the super chat. Never cared for Wendy, but I'm going to show her some grace. She's only charged, not convicted. Some decent may be overblown to make the case, but damn, Wendy. Hey, friend of the... I read this. I read yours already. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I read this one. I read your super chat. I read this one too. Okay. Hey, Florida Rain. Thank you for the Florida Rain 6. Thank you for the super chat. In the words of the great Monique, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Ciao. Hey, Tammy A, thank you for the super chat. Only silver lining is those Birkins were real. I always thought she was part of the DH gay community. I'm screaming. Well, yeah, that's the only silver lining because Jen Shah had all those Birkins. They were all fake. Jen Shah's David Yurman was fake. Her Cartier was fake. So that's the only upside of the fact that Wendy's stuff was actually real. Hey, Busy Blue, thank you for the super chat. Now we see why the son wanted to work at Chick-fil-A. He doesn't want to be a scammer like his parents. He'd rather cook waffle fries. Listen, nothing wrong with wanting to work at Chick-fil-A. A job is a job. You know, as long as the work is honest, you listen, baby, we're not scoffing at any job. Shout out to anybody working at Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's, shout out to everybody. And with all this going on, they better hope they can get, you know what let's be for real. I'm never going to scoff at anybody working a job. A job is a job. Get your money legally. You know what I'm saying? Baby, a job is a job. Don't let anybody ever make you feel a way about whatever job you do, honey. A job is a job. You get your paycheck every 2 weeks, honey. Be proud of yourself. If you work a 9 to 5, you clock in, because I know there's been some discourse about, content creators saying slick stuff about their subscribers working 9 to 5s. Baby, I have the utmost respect for anybody who works a job, 9 to 5, fast food, whatever you do, honey. A job is a job. Okay, money coming in is better than scamming or no money coming in. You have a legal job. You better keep your head up high. Don't let anybody make you feel a way about that, baby. You have a job. Be proud of yourself. And just so we're clear, yes, I'm a content creator full time, but baby, there's pros and cons with everything. Because you might think it's glamorous and it's fun, and there is that, but you deal with comments. So with every blessing is a burden. So don't be sitting up here talking about, I wish I stop. Okay, because it takes very thick skin to do this. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a job, whatever you do, shout out to y'all. I have nurses who watch me, doctors, lawyers, engineers, whatever you do. Be very proud of yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel a way about having a job, because again, this is fun and all, but there are some moments where you feel like you want to rip your hair out too, okay? Because there's stuff that you don't see behind the scenes that can be annoying. So shout out to my 9 to 5 girls. Shout out to the girls working a fast food. And Chick-fil-A pays well. Listen, Costco, BJ's, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody with a job, honey. Make that money. Make that money. And look at all these housewives sitting up there scamming. And these housewives running down to YouTube to get that good YouTube check. So don't let anybody make you feel a way about your job. Okay? So never be ashamed. Never. Hey, Zeke Alexander, thank you for the super chat. I screamed when I just woke up. It's also on my Facebook feed. Her karma came swiftly, Brooke. Ciao. I thought this was a joke. I'm still in shock. Hey, Osmond Chagall, thank you for the super chat. The professor doesn't just set the bar, she's behind it. Now, Osmond, why would you say that? Y'all better stop playing today. Hey, Florida Rain 6, thank you for the super chat. From 4 degrees to 4 felonies. Woo, child, a mess. Hey, cousin Courtney, thank you for the super chat. Your ancestors do not play about you, Brooke. Damn, that was fast. Child. Hey, Kaylin Scruggs, thank you for the super chat. This is why I respect Giselle. She may be messy, but she seems to live within her means and doesn't care about the flashy stuff. Well, Giselle has designer too. Giselle has her Van Cleef. Giselle. Now let's not act like Giselle is so modest. Giselle has her Van Cleef. Giselle has her Hermes Birkins. She might, she has a few Chanels. Giselle has her G-Wagon. Let's not act like Giselle is just so modest and so simple. Giselle has the finer things too. But you're right, Giselle does live within her means. I do agree with that. Hey Kay, got that so Hosey. Thank you for the super chat. 3 wicks plus 4 degrees equals 7 felonies and 12 charges. Damn. Hey Priscilla, thank you for the super chat. Wendy, you are really, really dumb, for real. No, seriously. Hey Princess versus Princess, thank you for the super chat. I wanted to pluck my eyeballs out, put them in my purse, and drive home blind. Child. Hey, Osmond Chagall, thank you for the super chat. The professor doesn't just set the bar, she's behind it. From Zen Wen to In the Pen, 4 degrees to 4 felonies. Y'all a trip, laughing my ass off. I subscribe. So nice to meet you, Brooke and everyone. Oh, nice to meet you too. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Mika Andrews, thank you for the super chat. The Osefos have book sense, but no common sense. I agree. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards, thank you for the super chat. They're going to jail way longer than Karen. I think so too. Hey, front of the line, thank you for the super chat. I hate that people get on these shows and lose their minds and morals. So sad. Thank you for this live, Brooke. This is so crazy. I know. Hey, unique 2U05. Thank you for the super chat. No lawyer that wants to keep their license is going to do what Eddie decided to do. I'm in school for law right now, and it's strenuous work. Yeah, law school is no joke. Hey, Shonda M. Thank you for the super chat. This is why the folks shouldn't be desperate. Love you, Brooke Ashley. It was great meeting you in NYC. Oh, thank you, Shonda. It was nice meeting you too. You were so sweet. You were so lovely in person. You are just such a doll. But yeah, baby, this is why folks should not be desperate for anything. Desperation, I have said this before. Somebody put this on a shirt. Desperation will always lead to your destruction. And that involves never be desperate for money, love, friendship, opportunities. Desperation will always lead you down a dark path. Hey, Tipper J, thank you for the super chat. Oh my gosh, Brooke, I'm just tapping in. Catch me up, sis. Baby, Wendy and Eddie have been booked out here doing a whole insurance fraud scheme. Remember that burglary that they talked about in the news last year? That was all a lie. Hey, Ed S., thank you for the super chat. Better to be real and humble than to be fake and fraudulent every single time. I'm telling you. Hey, Kadaya 2, Torre, thank you for the super chat. When Wendy said at the season 9 reunion, it took a strong woman to stand by her. I knew she was over her head. That's so sad and traumatizing for their kids. I agree. Hey, Hey, Mysteries. Did I say your name right? Let me know. Thank you for the super chat. If convicted, they might get deported like Joe Judice. They should skip the trial and just self-deport. You know who's going to be mean? That DA. Well, I'm not going to, we don't know that. We don't know that. I didn't read anything in the court documents about that. So we're not even, I'm not going to say that. We just don't know that. Hey, Truth is Trouble. Thank you for the super chat. What gets me is how she was judging Karen so hard. That's usually how it goes. Hey, Humbled by Life. Thank you for the super chat. I now want to rewatch all her seasons because I know we missed out on all the obvious clues to her life of crime. The way she switched up on Candace, I'm not surprised she would do this. Hey, Eavesdropper 95. Thank you for the super chat. This will be another thing for Jizzy and Ashley to leech off of to deflect. A lot of these housewives are going down. Hey, Sasha P. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry, Brooke, that she looked you in the face in interviews and received your empathy when she and Candace were going through it. She knew about this all along. Hey, Frozen Mocha, thank you for the super chat. Was Eddie still practicing? Most wealthy lawyers are usually in big law. Yeah. I did not like all that drug money talk in front of the kids. Hey, Frozen Mocha, thank you for the super chat. Also, somehow this feels worse than Karen laughing my ass off. This is a mess. Hey, Angel Plushie, thank you for the super chat. Greed blinds you. The love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 10. Hey, T, thank you for the super chat. As someone who's worked in insurance for 20 years, let me tell you that you will never get away with insurance fraud. Our SIU investigators are more effective than the FBI. I believe it, baby. They do their due diligence. They do. Don't you ever sit up there and think you're gonna walk away with an insurance fraud scheme. It's never going to happen. Hey, Tipper J, thank you for the super chat. Child, not Karen snitching on Wendy to get out early. Laughing my ass off. Just kidding. I'm screaming. Hey, Stephen Nieves, thank you for the super chat. The Osefos are naturalized citizens. Joe wasn't. Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, Crystal Patterson, thank you for the super chat. Her bland house gave fraud vibes, unfortunately. Their house always did feel empty. It never felt lived in. I always got that vibe that it's very empty. It didn't feel like a home. Hey, Andreas DeWolf, thank you for the super chat. When people steal and fraud insurance, it makes all the other honest customers' prices, policies, and rates go up. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, very true. We all have to suffer for the scammers. Hey, Temmie A, thank you for the super chat. Both are U.S. citizens. Stop with the deportation talk. Okay, yeah, guys, please, let's stop talking. Like, please stop, y'all. Stop saying that. Stop saying that, please, y'all. Hey, LCM 1983, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, love you down. I love you right back. You being mean are the least of her worries now. Child, listen. Brooke, make your chat subscribers only the demons are in the room. Why? Something going on? I mean, my chat's moving so fast that I'm not seeing anybody who's acting crazy. Are my moderators, y'all, if the moderators are in here, can y'all start blocking people who are saying crazy stuff? Hey, Maya D, thank you for the super chat. They literally could have downsized and paid off debt. I agree. I'm so disappointed by Wendy and Eddie. At what cost? This is really selfish towards her kids. They're at an age where they need their parents. Hey, beautiful Brooke. I said before that Giselle, by the ridiculing of her home style, etc., she's remodeling her home within her means. She's investing in her daughter's futures. Hey, Nezzy Porter, thank you for the super chat. Wendy did mention wanting to be the black version of Martha Stewart, and I guess that comes with the prison time too. Damn. Okay, Jameer. Thank you, Jameer. Thank you. Jameer, please, if you see anybody acting a fool, take them, get them right on out of here. Insurance companies are no joke. The hubris it took to claim someone broke in when you have ADT security and ring cameras is next level. Yeah. Wait, okay. Can we just talk about that for a few minutes? Growing up, we had our security system in our house. I mean, if you opened up the door going into our porch, into the backyard, it would go off. The fact that a burglar came in and the ADT security didn't go off, that doesn't make any sense to me. Wendy and Eddie, you guys didn't even think this plan through, because again, we had security at every end of our house growing up. And that thing would, if you opened one of the doors to the house, that thing would go off like that. The fact that the alarm never went off, but that you were robbed. And let's think about this. They said that the burglar came in through the window on the second floor off the deck, but there was no ladder. There was no forced entry. Like, we didn't think this whole lie through. Yeah, people with a lot less money have camera. This is crazy. Yeah, opening my back door set it off like crazy. This is, I'm very confused as to why Wendy thought that this was going to work. There's no ring camera footage of the robbers coming to your house. So there's no footage, but somebody mysteriously came into your house and broke in and stole all your Birkins, stole the Dior shirt, stole your ring, but there's no footage of it. And the ring camera captures a lot, and your security system would have gone off immediately. Police would have been at your house while you were on vacation. Wendy and Eddie, I am in shock. Girl, baby, the fact that y'all would pull a stunt like this and did not even do it right. Yeah, ADT alarms will piss you. No. ADT they are thorough. Like, if you're gonna get any alarm system for your house, please get ADT. Like, this is not even, they're not paying me to say this, but growing up, we had ADT for our house, and they were the absolute truth. If we went down, I remember when my parents would set it at night, we would go to our rooms, and then if we wanted to get a midnight snack, if we touched that second bottom step, the alarm would go off, and it was like you had 2 minutes to turn it off before the cops came. ADT alarms are thorough. So you're telling me that the robbers broke into your house and the alarms didn't go off? Stop playing with me today, baby. Stop. I grew up on an ADT alarm, so don't start. Yes, ADT calls you and sends police immediately, even if you're not home. They do. Oh, damn, you said Wendy Smollett. Jesus. They did not plan this correctly at all. Hey, Not Like Me 58, thank you for the super chat. This is a humbling moment from Wendy. We've all had times when we had to drop the ego and be humble. Hopefully she'll learn from this and do better. To say that this is humbling is an understatement. I really hope that Wendy realizes in this moment that things should not consume you to this extent. Things should not have you this caught up where you need to pull a full-blown insurance scam to buy the next piece of Van Cleef. It is okay to just have one Van Cleef necklace and a bracelet and call it a day. She felt the need to have 5 of each and 5 Birkins. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have every single latest piece of whatever it is. Like the desperation to be viewed as this rich woman has backfired severely. This consumed her soul for her to do this. Hey, Carly C, thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to understand why she quit her teaching job. She knew that they needed the money. Not smart. Trying to flex, I guess. Shaking my damn head. I think that the fame bug is what got into Wendy's head. I think that Wendy felt, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I'm a star. That a lot of them think like that. A lot of them feel like I'm a star now. I don't need to do this regular job. That's what it was with Wendy. If I had to guess, I think that Wendy got caught up in the hype. And I think that Wendy is a clear example of thinking that you're more famous than you are. Because she should have kept her teaching job. Baby, I'm going to tell you, just like I told you again, ADT is the truth. When it comes to home security systems, they are it. They are it. Nothing is getting past ADT. If your alarm is going off for more than 1:30, they have the police at your door in less than 5 minutes. They do not play. The fact that your alarm did not go off, or it did go off, but yet the police didn't come to your house to check everything out, stop playing. Wendy, y'all, this was pure arrogance. This was complete. This was idiotic. This was like, you obviously aren't thinking, because what would possess you? You thought you would get away with this? And how are you able to sleep at night knowing that this could potentially blow up in your face and you might get embarrassed and exposed? They should have spoken with PK. Hey, Carmela, thank you for the super chat. They should have spoken with PK before. I'm screaming. Hey, not like me, 58. Thank you for the super chat. It's an expensive lesson to learn for sure. Hey, Frozen Mocha, thank you for the super chat. Karen slithering out, Wendy slithering into jail. Child, I already know that Bravo's going to include this include this in the finale episode of the season. Oh yeah, they are. Wendy and Eddie, I'm sorry. Whoever said that this was the Jussie Smollett. So here's my thing. When you guys called the police after you came back from Jamaica, when the police saw that there was no forced entry, what was going through your brain? You guys weren't even smart enough to hire somebody to break in a window. You should have had somebody flip over the couch, take the food out the fridge and have it on the floor. Like, y'all weren't even smart enough to have this staged. Bravo goes out of its way to hire the most desperate people. Hey, Temmie A, thank you for the super chat. She thought she was bigger than the program. She did. I hope the cash was not used to pay their mortgage or kids' tuition. Hey, Maya D, thank you for the super chat. Baby, if I see commas on my debt, I'm working. Listen. Yes, I have ADT and I can attest that they are the truth. Yes. Listen, ADT does not play. They will have the police at your door in less than 2 minutes. Like that guarantee they have about if your alarm starts going off, they'll be at your door in less than 90 seconds. That's true. That is true. Hey, Sydney Barkley, thank you for the super chat. I have ADT and they don't play at all. No, they don't. They don't. Exactly. Somebody broke into your house and there's no dirt. There's no residue from the robbers. There's not a piece of hair on the floor from the robbers. There's no fingerprints on anything, but they stole all your stuff with no fingerprints. What are we doing here? Yeah, ADT's motion detection sensors are no joke. They're not. That girl, they planned all that and forgot to stage a break-in. I'm screaming, honey, I'm screaming too. Yes, the cops did not believe them at all. Now I think about her relationship with Peter Thomas. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Gina, thank you for the super chat. ADT activates the door. ADT activates if the door is open less than an inch. Yes, it does. I remember when we would be like playing outside, and if we would go downstairs and play outside in our backyard, and if we we open the door to go outside, we would forget that the alarm was still on, and we would open the door and that thing would start blaring. My mom would run down and put the code in to turn it off. But I'm telling you, y'all, ADT, if you make the wrong move, if you touch a doorknob, ADT will start going off like that. Hey, K-Matt, thank you for the super chat. Hey, girl. Karen did candles and so did she. Jail to match. Well, oh, yes, her and Karen are. Yeah, they both have candles and jail. Jesus. Hey, Queen Bean, thank you for the super chat. My grandma used to set off our house alarm all the time, and when the police came right away, and we were nowhere near as wealthy as Wendy. Well, no, you probably no. Apparently, Wendy and them don't have money. So you and your family might have $5 more than what Wendy and them have. Wendy and them are in substantial debt. So yeah, you don't even have to say that. I think you guys might have more money than Wendy. Low key, high key. They were in debt. They've been running off of fumes. It's been stunts and shows. You're not wealthy when you pull these sorts of stunts. Hey, Jamil, thank you for the super chat. Committing fraud in Trump's America is diabolical. Ciao. Yeah, ADT is no joke. Hey, Lolito, thank you for the super chat. All those degrees and still couldn't major in common sense. 7 felonies is crazy. It is crazy. Yes, I have the glass break sensor on my windows, and the slightest slam of anything in the house will make it go off. Yes, baby. ADT. I think that if you are looking for an alarm system, if anybody works at ADT here and you hear me on this chat, please send me a sponsorship, please. Send me an email, honey, because ADT, y'all are, I think I can go, I'll say it. I think that you guys are the best when it comes to security systems. I don't think anybody else is seeing you. Y'all are everything. Should have just gotten a condo like me, 4 degrees and not a lick of sense. Yes, you sneeze too loud and that alarm will go off. It's true. The cops will have to testify in court and explain the BS they walked into. This is the dumbest scheme I've ever heard of. It is. Yeah, they did break in. It's given they broke into their own home. We had ADT also. These shows seem to attract the felonious and desperate. Maybe they need to ask for bank statements and W-2s. I'm tired of being embarrassed by these women. She probably blamed a nanny or a prior worker who may have made a copy of the key or knew the code. Hey, hey, front of the line. Thank you for the super chat. If Eddie woke up broke, he should have never gone to sleep. You have me on the floor. Let me read that again. If Eddie woke up broke, he should have never gone to sleep because he should be working 3 jobs. If I want to pin your comment so bad, this is the absolute truth. Listen, this is the absolute truth. Oh my gosh, baby, you better say that. Let me read that one more again. If Eddie woke up broke, he should have never went to sleep because he should be working 3 jobs. Baby, you better say that again. Front of the line with the comment of the year. This is the absolute truth. Brooke, the timing of this is uncanny between your video and the start of season 1 and the start of the season and this all in less than a week. Wow. Listen, isn't it crazy? Mm. You said you bet. I bet right now Wendy wishes that she was just Thomas Jefferson's concubine. Hey, Freedom. Thank you for the super chat. If she thought you were mean, wait till the prosecutor has a go. I can't even process this because I'm still confused. I literally can't even like laugh at this because this scheme was so poorly executed that it makes me question their intelligence. This is a scheme of 2 5-year-olds because even a teenager could have come up with something better than this. A bunch of teenagers could have put up through a rock, through the window. Like, I'm sorry, but there are people with no degrees who could have come up with a better plan than this. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Wendy, was this worth it? Was this worth it? Just like, no, seriously, was this worth it? I just have to know, was this worth it? Your kids are now embarrassed. I'm sure they're hurt. They can't believe that mom and dad are about to be facing jail time. They might have to be like, I just have to ask you and Eddie, was this worth it? You have now forfeited all future opportunities. All of your speaking engagements are done. Your spot on the show is now up for grabs because you might be in jail. You won't be able to come back if you're in jail. The disgrace, the shame, you've exposed your this is low character. To steal is low character. Like, I don't think you understand the ripple effect that this poor decision has on your family. Forget about being embarrassed in front of the public. You have embarrassed your family. For what? For what? And I'm not saying that you can't like nice things. I love nice things. Damn, I like nice. Let me not say love because it's just an item. I like nice things too. I like my designer pieces too. I'm happy for them, thankful that I'm able to buy a designer piece. God is good, but it does not consume my life. This should not consume your life. Van Cleef, Cartier, Hermes, Dior, Chanel, Hermes should not consume your mind to this extent. At the end of the day, we are not taking any of this with us. And I really just want to say this to somebody out there because so many people feel upset or they feel like, wow, well, I can't get this or I can't get that. Just because you can't buy it now does not mean it will always be that way. And at the end of the day, these are just things. I'm just not understanding what went through their minds to pull a half-ass scheme like this. Y'all did not even think this through. Y'all should have hired somebody to bash one of the windows in. You should have had somebody ransack the entire home. Why weren't the kids' toys missing? You're telling me that the robbers solely went after your closet and then just left? And if we're being honest, the robbers would have taken everything. They wouldn't have just taken 15 pieces. They would have taken a lot more. They would have cleaned your entire closet out, if we're being honest. Because when Kyle Richards got robbed, they took every single purse that she had. They took every single Birkin, Chanel, and Kyle has a massive collection. And Kyle and Mauricio have a long coin. Their net worth is $100 million. You're telling me they only took, if somebody's a thief, they're coming to take everything, not just some things. Yes, I'm sure the kids have high-priced electronics. Exactly. Those would have been stolen too. They didn't think this through. They didn't think this through because the kids probably have PS5s. They probably have all sorts of gaming systems. They would have taken that. The kids probably have nice clothes. The kids have designer. I'm sure she's buying Burberry and Dior for her kids. They would have taken the kids' designer pieces too. Hey, only one, Adrian. Thank you for the super chat. There aren't enough bags or jewelry in the world. Thank you. That would have me taking penitentiary chances and being separated from my baby. So other people I don't even like can think I got it like that. Exactly. There is not a bag, a purse, a shoe, a piece of jewelry that will ever have me out here risking my freedom. Ever. Not, baby, not nan piece this is worth any of that. Jesus. Fronting and trying to impress people that don't even care about them. This must be so embarrassing, and all those degrees could not solve stupid. Hey, Nezzy Porter, thank you for the super chat. Wendy did mention wanting to be the Black version of Martha Stewart. I guess that comes with the prison time too. Hey, Brooklyn Rose, thank you for the super chat. Were the fraud proceeds used to redo that wall they showed us? Also, how Eddie was bragging to his son on being an entrepreneur. A mess. Hey, Carly C, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Waddles, thank you for the super chat. Only found out about the live because they're listening to you on Clubhouse right now. Oh my gosh, shout out to y'all on Clubhouse. Love you, Brooke. Love you, Brooke. Thank you. Continue to be the mean girl. Yes, honey. Not like me, 58. Thank you for the super chat. Oh no, I read yours. This is a humbling moment for Wendy. I read yours. I read yours too, Carly C. I read yours too, Carmela. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Hey, Andreas DeWolf, thank you for the super chat. Also, only their bedroom was ransacked. That's what I'm saying. They didn't think this scheme through. If somebody's there to rob you blind, they're taking everything in the home. They're taking from the kids' bedrooms. They're stealing from, they're taking your TV off your wall. They're taking your fine china, if you have any. They're not just taking their 15 bags from your bedroom. It all makes sense why Wendy did not want to discuss the robbery last season because she knew this was a fraud and she knew that they were going to question her. This all makes sense now because I was very surprised as to why we would gloss over a major storyline. Hey, LCM 1983, thank you for the super chat. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. It's true. Proverbs chapter 16 verses 18. I don't like how she sideswiped you for interviews after all your support. Oh Lord, don't get me started on that. I touched on that last year. Don't get me started on that, child. Hey, Gina, thank you for the super chat. She could have left some strands of a few wigs as evidence and bought some boots from Ross to stomp on the roof. They're too smart to be this dumb. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cindy, thank you for the super chat. I fell asleep with the live on and dreamt that the Osefos were at my house with the investigators, and you came out from the back room of my house reading them as they were leaving. I woke up laughing. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Cassius, thank you for the super chat. Y'all think they're going to get divorced? Oh, I didn't even think about that. I haven't even thought that far. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards, thank you for the super chat. Hey, ATL Wonder Woman 99. Thank you for the super chat. Say what you will about Robin. She kept it real and sold them hats. Very true. Hey, Air Bear 1994. Thank you for the super chat. Robin's probably sitting on the couch with her roommate and cackling at the news. Listen. Hey, Osmond Chagall, thank you for the super chat. God forbid my low self-esteem is so low that I have to commit a crime just to fit in with people who genuinely don't like me. It's a mess. Hey, Tiggy, thank you for the super chat. Do they think they're the Chrisleys? Trump is not going to pardon them. Ciao. Hey, Britt, thank you for the super chat. She thought you were mean, and now all of Twitter and the entire Bravo world is tearing her up. Memes and all. Woo, embarrassing. Ciao. Ciao. Mm. Y'all, I don't know what to say anymore. Wendy will go to the reunion because she needs the money, and she will stick to its current legal case, and she can't speak on it. I'm torn. They need the money badly. The legal documents expose that they are in substantial debt. Their money is non-existent. You do get bonus. You get a bonus when you attend the reunion, and the bonus is 6 figures. That's what I've been told from my sources at NBC, right? If let's say that Wendy gets an additional $300,000 for attending the reunion, that's great money, and I know that she needs it, but do I believe that she's going to want to sit there for 12 hours and be questioned on this whole thing? Like, I just don't. There's a part of me that feels like her pride is going to override her need to get that check. I don't know. I'm torn. I think what you said, I think when one of y'all said that she probably might send a video in like Karen did at the last reunion, I can see her doing that. That's also true. Will she be out? Wendy would have done better losing a pair of chunky diamonds in the ocean or something than to try and lie about a burglary. I agree. Hey, Frozen Mocha, thank you for the super chat. Drastic example of book smart, but not street smart. Very true. Hey, Steph, thank you for the super chat. I think Eddie's family is going to place the blame on Wendy, saying, I told you not to marry her. She's a bad influence. No, he can't. Listen, now his family can't blame Wendy. They were both in on this. Eddie was sitting up there doing his foolery. He's recorded on email in the court documents saying, let's try to get the max of the policy. Eddie's just as complicit. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards, thank you for the super chat. A 20-year-old wallet, really? Send them this $1.99. Hey, Love Me, thank you for the super chat. This comes right before her show, Wife Swap 2. I know. Eddie has more charges than her. He was in on it. He can't claim anything. Exactly. Damn, you said Wendy took those items to Jamaica and sold them. To be honest, she glossed over it so good. This was my first time hearing about it. Yeah, because Wendy did not discuss that robbery. We heard about it in the news, and then that was that. I forgot all about the robbery. They both were involved. Wendy can't lie her way out of this. It's true. This will be a storyline for Giselle and Ashley since they use everyone else's reality instead of theirs on the show. Exactly. Any money she gets from the reunion will be wiped out from legal fees. Oh, exactly. Mia's ex Inc. was in the comments and said, free my folk. Damn. Wendy's Instagram comments are a war zone. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Oh, I know they are. I know they are. It was the two of them. Wife swap is going to be delayed because of the immediate emergency editing. This is as egregious as Jen Shah's mess. Where was that pride when she was listing a Gucci wallet that was returned in 2018? Oh, you better call it out. You better call it out. All this to look good to people who will forget about her before it's all over. God, please protect their kids. Listen, you better say that again. I don't feel bad for them at all. The fact that everyone is disappointed, more disappointed than angry, is very sad. And he's going to fire her just like he did Jen Shah. He's not the same with the colors as he is with the Caucasians, and he's going to fire her. The fact that they wore their wedding bands on vacation and still claimed they were stolen. Can we talk about that for a minute? Can we talk about the hubris? Wendy and Eddie, my heart is weeping for your kids. My heart is weeping for your kids right now. I want to look you right in your eyes right now in this screen. My heart is weeping for y'all. This is horrible. That you would come up with a half-baked scheme, and now you guys are sitting down to the jailhouse. Hey, Crystal Patterson, thank you for the super chat. She's the only one she's the only one put together always. Enough said. They never looked put together at events. Eddie with his gas station white tee. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. This is not anything about this has nothing to do with colorism or anything like that. What they did was a scheme. Let's not even go there about that. This is nothing to do with complexion. This is straight up foolishness. Light, brown, dark, black, white, green, purple. What they did was some straight up foolishness. Period. And there's no getting out of this. I don't care what your complexion is. There's no getting out of this. Yeah, no, let's not. Yeah, that's a very crazy statement to make. I know I didn't like. I don't like that. There's nothing. This is nothing to do about using a colorism card about this. I'd be saying this for anybody. This were Giselle or whoever. This has nothing to do with complexion. Wrong is wrong. We're not. I don't even know what we're talking about. That doesn't make any sense. They did a stupid thing. You're not getting out of that. Thank you, Jameer. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was a very nasty thing to say. I don't like that's nothing to do with let's not get silly in this chat, okay? Let's be respectful. Don't come on here with some BS, okay? Don't come on here with all that. Wrong is wrong. This has nothing to do with complexion. Nothing to do with complexion. Yes, paying for a stupid comment. But you know what though? Some people just want attention though. People just want to say something dumb. And I wasn't reading that end of that comment. I was like, absolutely, we're not doing this. Hey Rose, thank you for the super chat. It's a scheme that Todd set up. Yes, anybody can listen, y'all. Anybody can do stupid things. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though, when the chat is this big, you have crazy people coming on saying crazy stuff. I'm shocked. This is so depraved. I'm appalled that they would even think to do something like this. Very disappointed. I am too. Hey, Jamila, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate your YouTube hustle, Brooke Ashley. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really don't understand why they felt the need they had to do this. It's very just disheartening. It is. I just think that you have some people who they've never felt validated, they never felt good enough. For a lot of people, the things make them, right? Like a lot of people feel like they're only that girl if they have nice things. And I think that Wendy, this is showing me that she felt like she needed this to feel like she was someone. Y'all will look for anything to minimize colorism. It's gross. Yeah, that was a very gross comment. Hey, Carly C, thank you for the super chat. The fact that my male friend who does not watch Housewives is texting me about this really lets me know how big this news is. Fix it, Jesus, honey. This is breaking news. This is breaking. We are all shocked. You could have never told me in a million years that Wendy and Eddie would be caught up like this. You know, some people were finding a way to jump on Wendy, and now they are unleashing their xenophobia and colorism. Ugly souls. Yeah, listen, you don't have to like Wendy. You don't have to like her and Eddie, but we're not going to sit up here and do that. That's unacceptable. I'm not doing any xenophobia or colorism. We're not doing that. So let's all everybody, we're not doing that. You don't have to like somebody, but don't get disrespectful. And however I feel about Wendy, I will never sit up here and be disrespectful and say something nasty ever. So let's keep it. Let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about what's really going on. Don't bring all this other BS into my space. It's a positive space. We can still talk about people in a respectful manner. Okay, so let's keep it respectful. Jameer is a moderator. Other mods are in here. They will block you if you say something very out of line, because I don't promote xenophobia. I don't promote racism. I don't promote any of that BS. I understand that, you might not like Wendy. I get that. But don't sit up here and be disrespectful and say nasty stuff. Because remember, you have my subscribers in the chat of all nationalities, all backgrounds. So when you're offending them, you're also offending them too. So let's be respectful. There's never an excuse to be xenophobic or racist or any of that. So let's all stop. Okay. I might, Wendy might not be my fave, but we will never sit up here and just tear somebody down and say, this is already horrible. Let's stick to the facts at hand. Don't sit up here and be disrespectful and racist and xenophobic, because you will be out of here. And I block folks fast. So you better watch what you say. Yes, honey, it is positive. Yeah, and remember, y'all, the chat was moving so fast earlier. There was over 2,500 people in the chat. I know, shout out to my mods. They were working overtime because the chat was going so crazy. So I'm sure there was some foolishness at the beginning of this chat, but please know I don't promote any nonsense on my channel. At the end of the day, this is a very sad situation. And I do want to say, yes, we do light shade. We don't do ignorance over here. Exactly. I want to close out here on this note. Wendy, I hope that you and Eddie are able to do some soul searching and really tap into the whys of why you did this. I hope you realize that material items are nice, but it is never that deep for you to commit a crime in order to obtain what you want. Wendy, I'm pushing what the incident between us aside, the whole DirecTV party, I'm pushing that aside. Just woman to woman. My heart goes out to you because you have little kids, and the way they're about to be affected by this is really breaking my heart. You have a beautiful family. I have always said that about your family. You have a beautiful family. Beautiful family. I will never take that away from you ever. No matter if I like you, if I don't like you, if I'm neutral about you, you have a beautiful family. And my heart is breaking because the fact that your kids are about to be going through so much nonsense due to this. Their lives are about to be forever changed due to what you and Eddie did, due to greed, arrogance, and wanting more. My heart is weeping for your children right now. It really is. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Bottom. Your beautiful little daughter, she is such a doll. I mean, she is adorable. And imagining what she's going through hearing this news about what happened to mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy got arrested last night. They're in jail because of some insurance fraud. Your boys are about to be teenagers. They're what, 11 and 12? They look at their dad as their hero. And now their dad was sitting up there saying, okay, babe, how can we get the max policy? To find out that your dreams are crushed because your hero is out here doing some insurance fraud. That is sad. I couldn't imagine. I adore both of my parents. So if this, like, I could not, I'm putting myself in there. Like, I could not, my heart would be broken. It would be shattered. You weren't thinking because you wanted another Dior saddlebag. Like, what are we talking about here? It's never that serious. Never that serious. Hey, Niecy Badass, thank you for the super chat. Wendy was my girl, but I knew she was full of it when she said she didn't know about the finances in her home and pretend that she's a kept woman. Yeah, that I didn't buy that either. When she said that last season, I said, girl, stop playing around. Like, oh, like Wendy, like girl, let's not. Like, I knew she would. I had my antennas up when she said that then too. Hey, Tasha B. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. This is the scheme that Aunt Bertha was talking about. Yes. Hey, Rose, thank you for the super chat. It's a scheme that Todd set up. Hey, Temmie A, thank you for the super chat. Stealing is such a horrid crime, but what kind of low level planning and thinking was happening in the Osefo bedroom and email inbox? I don't know. Hey, Chris G, thank you for the super chat. This is why our insurance is up. Terrible, no excuses. Hey, Britt, thank you for the super chat. I feel like last season was the first time she wasn't fighting to keep her spot on the show. Do you think she'll be on the ropes now, especially if the newbies pan out? I don't think that Wendy's going to be back on the show anytime soon because of this. But best believe, like y'all said, this will be added into the finale episode about this whole thing. Hey, Carly C, thank you for the super chat. All for material things. My God, today. Listen, honey, I am shook boots. Hey, Slice of Sandy, thank you for the super chat. Maryland law for presenting false insurance claims. Imprisonment can be sentenced for up to 15 years for a felony or 18 months for a misdemeanor. Up to 15 years for a felony. My God, my God, my God, my God. And they have 3 little kids. They have 3 children. They have 3 children who are under the age of 13. And they could be facing 15 years. Jesus. Oh, you are so sweet. I just want to thank you for making such a positive community because it's become a kind of a second family to me. Oh my gosh, don't make me cry today. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Y'all, I love y'all down. Like my mom used to say, if you'll lie, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll kill. She's right. Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, why are they emailing in the same house? I don't know either. I don't know why. Like, they weren't thinking. They did not think this through at all. Like, I'm confused why you would put that in writing. Why would you say that? Mm, mm. So that would be 15 years for each felony count. Do I have any lawyers in the chat? If we have any lawyers, can you answer the question? If any lawyers in the chat, any experts in the chat? It just doesn't make sense because Wendy and Eddie worked too hard in their careers to go out like this. Fame is a beast. It is. Brooke, do you think this will be featured in the mid-season trailer? Maybe they might rework the mid-season. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, they might add this in. They might be putting the cameras back up because we're only at episode 1. I was told that we're getting 18 episodes this season. They might scrap the entire second half of this season and add this. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about this. They very well might add this in the mid-season trailer. You might be right. Or just at the ending, I don't think for the trailer. Damn. Damn. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I mean, listen, be very clear. This is a very sad matter, right? She has a beautiful family. I am praying and I am thinking about her kids. Could they start filming now for that? Yeah, they can. I can see the cameras coming back up. Oh, absolutely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's what I like about you and your channel. I feel like you keep it fair, even when you're whacking people like Bronwyn's mom. You could have said some awful stuff about Wendy, but you kept to the facts. How is Eddie able to open up more than one Happy Eddie brick and mortar if they were broke? Probably maybe loans. You have investors in the company. I'm almost 95% sure that the cameras just picked back up and they're re-editing a few stuff. Yeah, I think so. Brooke, is your head imploding? You seem to be on the verge of losing it, and I'm on the same page as you. I still can't wrap my head around this. I still am in disbelief. I'm in shock. I'm in pure shock. You could have never in a million years would I have ever guessed. Like, I always had my suspicions about their spending habits. I always had my suspicions about their businesses that don't seem to really do a whole lot, like the candles and the book and the restaurant ideas. I always had my suspicions that their money might be kind of funny, but never in a million years did I think that she would ever do something like this. Never in a million years did I think that her and Eddie would ever pull a stunt like this. I've always felt like Wendy wants to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, no, she did. No, let's call a spade. Yes. Wendy did give that. Yes, Wendy did give that vibe that she was trying to keep up with people. I said that in the beginning. We see each other. That's true. But listen, I didn't. But for me though, so you're not surprised. You said that there's a part of you that thought that she would do anything to keep that lifestyle. You could not have told me that Wendy's desire to be the it girl would lead her to crime. I'm still in shock by this. My flabbers are gasted. Hey, Freedom, thank you for the super chat. People forget the public eye never closes. Very true. They picked the cameras back up when Drew filed for divorce after Atlanta rap. They are 100% are going to pick the cameras up back for this. Yeah, no, they are. Hey, Donna Ferguson Edwards. Thank you for the super chat. Dorinda said, say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Listen. Did y'all see that Candace was on a morning show doing a separate segment? They brought her back to talk about this when the news broke. Oh my gosh. Maybe this is why Karen gave nothing in the reunion statement, like girl, pot, meat, kettle. I would have never imagined that Wendy was this desperate to be the it girl and for her and Eddie to move this stupidly. Yeah, they move so stupidly, but they move. This is so sloppy. Like this was like, I'm not trying to be funny, but this is like, you guys are obviously not that bright. Because what do you mean you were robbed and there was no forced entry? What do you mean that you were robbed but only one room was ransacked? The kids' rooms are still intact. The kitchen is still intact. The china cabinet is still intact. There's no ring cam footage. The ADT alarm never went off. I don't understand what was going through their head. I don't understand what was going through Wendy and Eddie's heads. This desperation must have seeped into their brain cells and they couldn't think straight. I honestly thought they were both too God-fearing for stuff like this. Getting on the show, getting ostracized by the sheer group dynamics and getting surgeries and making sure her looks were always hitting. It was sloppy because they rushed their scheme to keep up. I agree. They were high, must have been. Hey, Osman Chagall, thank you for the super chat. These Potomac housewives be going to jail as much as the Atlanta housewives be having affairs with African princes. Y'all clocked it yet? Well, no, it's not just Potomac. You have the SLC ladies in jail. Look at Jen Shah. You have, Beverly Hills with Erica Jane and her ex-husband, or they're still married. But, we have Teresa in Jersey with a lot of fraud where she did mortgage fraud. So it's not just Potomac. Hey, Andreas DeWolf, thank you for the super chat. Are felons allowed to vote in Maryland? Honest question. Brooke, I took a nap with my kids and woke up. You're still alive. The lies were so bad. That's what shocked me. If fame is a drug, then Wendy and Eddie will return to the show. Infamy works too. Hey, Will Smalls, thank you for the super chat. Can we have a refresh? Is there any possibility of allegations or misinformation? Will, I regret to inform you that I read the legal court documents. None of this is an allegation or misinformation. This is all very real. None of this is about, because I saw a few people were trying to say, oh, Brooke, you're taking delight in this, or this is all a lie. Baby, nothing about this is a lie. There are legal court documents. I read the legal documents earlier, the first half of this live. Nothing about this is misinformation. I understand that some of y'all are diehard Wendy fans and you don't want to believe this, but this is very real. This is very real, unfortunately. Belle of the Ball, Florida. Thank you for the super chat. Just saying thank you, Brooke. Oh, thank you. Hey, Tanya B. Thank you for the super chat. Were the children present during the arrest? I really hope not. I really hope not. They were definitely flying kites in those mugshots. Hey, Live Well LA, thank you for the super chat. Okay, we have an expert in the chat, y'all. Brooke, please understand, I work in insurance and most people think that the check payout is the end of the claim. Nope, that is the very beginning. Okay, wait, Live Well LA. They will follow you. Like the insurance companies you'll follow people if you suspect that they're lying, correct? People, no, y'all listen to the expert, please, honey. Listen to the expert. We have an expert in the chat telling y'all don't think you're gonna get away with insurance fraud because you're not. Hey, Brittany, Shakira, I hope I didn't butcher your last name. Thank you for the super chat. It's disheartening because regardless of what people say about her, she's that girl in education and in the political space, and I really admire her for that, being a dark-skinned woman. Yeah, I'll never take away from her accomplishments ever. Wendy has accomplished a lot. She's very educated, but there is desperation there, and the desperation took over and won. Hey, Frozen Mocha, thank you for the super chat. Maryland DOJ is shadow producing at this point. LOL. Why do y'all keep saying, some of y'all keep saying that Eddie's family is going to say that, that he shouldn't have married her. Y'all can't pin this all on Wendy. Eddie was complicit. Eddie's in the emails saying, babe, report these items as stolen so that way we can get the max payout. Oh, God, you hear the sirens? You hear the sirens? 4 degrees for this? Listen. Oh, wait. Sorry about that, K-Matt. Hey, K-Matt, thank you for the super chat. My mom works in insurance, and the things they have access to investigate those claims will blow your mind. Things out of a movie. Oh, I believe it. I believe your mom has stories for days. I believe every word that your mom has to say about it. I believe it. They don't play. If they suspect that you're lying, they don't play. Wendy and Eddie did not think this through. Oh, you said we pay out, then we start investigating. Damn. So when Eddie when they got that money, they thought they were home free, scot free. One of my family friends is a PI for insurance companies. They will find you out, even if they have to go undercover to do so. I know that's right. My New York apartment, your New York roommate forged your signature and took our deposit. What? She just finished grad school and was working at AE. She jeopardized her whole career for $1,000. Damn, I ended up calling HR and reported her. What? I'm glad you got her reported. Her being so accomplished is why the disappointment is so strong, because I expect this from people who have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Yeah, I'm gonna need them to stop. Folks keep saying that. They keep bringing up his family. I don't know why they're saying that. He was complicit in this. Eddie seems like he was the ringleader of all this. He had the whole plan mapped out. Where did you see the text and emails? I have the legal court documents. When I get off of here, I'm going to post up the legal documents on my community tab, and you guys can read all the pages for yourself. Okay, I got you. Guys, I'm going to stop the live here. I'll be back on live. No, don't be sad. Don't be sad. I'll be on live. I just need to take a breather, get some lunch. Okay. I'm gonna end it right here. And I love y'all. I will see you all probably around. I'll see you all later. Okay. So I'm gonna stop it right here though. But I love y'all. And we will talk soon. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, I want to say thank you to all the moderators. Thank you all. Let me say thank you. You guys are, I love y'all. Y'all really help run the chat. Y'all really helped me run the chat. I know it was a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate my mods because this chat was going crazy. I appreciate you for blocking trolls who came in. So thank you so much. Thank you. I love y'all. Y'all. Yeah, everybody say thank you to the mods. Make sure to thank all the mods because you guys had a really tough, it was a tough job today. I'm gonna stop right here. I love you all. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you to everybody in the chat. All of y'all. Y'all were amazing. Let me get this one more before I head out. Live well, LA. Thank you for the super chat. We start investigating large claims after we pay out. Phones, no, Dorito and PK are not in the clear either. Oh, wow. Hey, Will Smalls, thank you for the super chat. It's all love. I wasn't accusing. I came late. Oh, okay. No, I know. I get it. I totally get it. Thank you for the super chat. No, it's all love over here too. It's all love. I will be back on, y'all. I'm gonna get off now, and I will see you all later. Oh, I missed you. Wait, I missed your chat. No, Steven, I read your chat. Which did you send one now? Wait, hold on. Steven, cut me some slack, Steven. I had 210 super chats. Cut me some slack. Oh, okay. Wait, this is it right here. Stephen Nieves, thank you for the super chat. Convicted felons can vote upon release in Maryland. Okay, thank you for that. Is that it? I didn't miss anything? Stephen, did I get you? This is it. I got you. Okay, it's all good. Okay, no. I just read it, Stephen. I got you. You know I love you down, Stephen. You've been here for a long time. All right, y'all. I'll see you in a few. We will talk later. Get some lunch, take a breather, and I will see you soon, okay? All right. The Sheriff's Department is doing a press conference at 3 p.m. today. Okay, well, so I'll come back on. After the I'll see y'all at like 3:45, 4, okay? So I'll see you guys. I got you. Love y'all. Bye, guys. I'll see you very soon.